Hello, and welcome back. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Chris Halstead, Managing Director of Sales for Brown Harris Stevens, Connecticut. Happy to have you all here. And before I get going, I have to say I'm so pleased and thankful that so many of you have been tuning in each month. I really appreciate it, and it's been a lot of fun. Just a quick intro. Each month, I provide a quick snapshot of what's happening in the real estate market across the 12 towns of Lower Fairfield County. And as always, I have the great pleasure to record this report in one of Brown Harris Stevens' fantastic listings, and this month is no exception. Today, I'm coming to you from 18 Cummings Avenue in the heart of the Fairfield Beach neighborhood. One of our incredible agents, Annie Kruger, out of our new Southport office, listed the home last week, and let me tell you, she has been swamped. This beautifully updated colonial offers 4 bedrooms and 2.5 bathrooms and an open concept layout perfect for modern living. A renovated kitchen with large island flows seamlessly into the dining and family rooms, creating an ideal space for entertaining. And upstairs, the spacious primary is made complete with large walk-in closet and newly renovated bathroom. This really is a special house, and the location is awesome. Walking distance to Fairfield Beach and downtown and the train. Now priced at $1,299,000. Annie will not have this one for long, so if you're interested, you better jump on it. All right, let's get into the numbers. As always, let's get rolling talking about inventory. If you remember my report last month, you'll remember I mentioned that even though the April numbers hadn't reflected it yet, that agents were reporting back a little bit of a loosening. That since spring break, there seemed to be more inventory coming on. Well, I am happy to report that we did finally see that bump in inventory we've been waiting for. For just the third month since 2020, we saw a year-over-year increase in the total number of available houses and condos. And of those 3 months, this May marked the largest increase out of any of them. Now, I want you to think about that quickly. Since 2020, meaning 5 years' time, there have only been 3 months where we reported a year-over-year increase in inventory. That is a shocking statistics. To put it in numbers, as of the month's end, there were 1,178 houses and condos on the market, which marked a 7% increase from a year ago. When looked at by themselves, condos actually saw a 16% jump. This increase in inventory was fueled by a 9% increase in new listings when compared to May of 2024. Now, don't get me wrong and think that all our problems have been solved. We are still extremely low by historical standards, but we will take the positive momentum and hope it's just the beginning of an upward trend. Now, despite the exciting increase in supply, Lower Fairfield County is still strongly a seller's market. In the month of May, there were 457 house and condo closings across the 12 towns, and wait until you hear the closing statistics. The pace of sales continues to move at a blisteringly fast clip. House and condo listings last month had a median days on market of just 11 and 13 respectively. And pending sales as of the end of the month had a median time to contract of just 11 days. Assuming a listing is priced right, multiple offer situations dominate the market. The average list to sale price for houses in the month of May was 105.3%, a number which seems to just keep rising, and condos closed at an average of 103.2%. Across the 457 house and condo closings in the month of May, 60% sold above the asking price. Now, to give you an idea of what this looks like, let me explain what's happening with the majority of our listings. We list the house on Wednesday as a coming soon. Broker open Thursday, appointments Friday, followed by open houses on Saturday and Sunday. By the end of the day Sunday, we're pulling in multiple offers and look to go to contract with one of the offers early in the week. Now, the market is so efficient that if you haven't received offers by the end of the weekend, it's already time to consider your pricing. We have never experienced a market like this, and those who are willing to take the jump in, list their homes, and be inconvenienced for a whirlwind long weekend, you are reaping the benefits. And here's where I make my plug. Please be in touch with one of our incredible agents to learn more. This really is a unique and special market where even if you're just considering selling, there's an amazing opportunity to take advantage of. To further this point, let's talk about median prices. As you probably guessed, median house and condo prices are up considerably year over year. The median house price saw a 10% bump, ratcheting up to $1,325,000. The high end of the market is really helping fuel this with 32 closings over $4 million. That number is up from 23 a year ago and marks the most ever closings over $4 million for the month of May. Similarly, the median condo price rose 13% to $495,000 and clocked in 9 sales over $1.5 million for the third most on record for May. All right, to bring it home, let's briefly touch on mortgages. The 30-year fixed mortgage edged slightly higher in May, finishing out the month at 6.89%. While a slight increase, it still falls within that 6% to 7% range we've been hovering in since the beginning of the year. As I've mentioned, barring any major shifts in inflation or policy, rates are expected to remain pretty stable for the foreseeable future. And again, even though we experienced a slight increase from a month ago, rates are still a touch more affordable than they were last summer. All right, that does it for this month. As always, thanks for joining me. It's really cool to see so many of you tuning in, and I hope you find the reports informative. And remember, if you need any information during the month, or frankly at any time, me or one of our incredible agents are always available. For more in-depth market statistics, visit our Mastery of Connecticut webpage, where our market specialist, Brian Cleary, publishes town-by-town reports. Otherwise, I will see you next month, where we'll talk Q2 trends. So long, everyone.